Assalamualaikum and hello everyone, welcome back to our lesson. So today we are going to learn a poem entitled What is Red by Mary O'Neill. Okay, Assalamualaikum, hai semua. Hari ini kita akan belajar satu sajak yang bertajuk What is Red oleh Mary O'Neill. Okay, so let's first read it together and then we'll go through it stanza by stanza. Okay, kita akan baca dulu sama-sama, lepas tu kita tengok apa maksud dia. Okay, alright. Red is a sunset, blazing and bright. Red is feeling brave with all your might. Red is a sunburn spot on your nose. Sometimes red is a red, red rose. Red squiggles out when you cut your hand. Red is a brick and the sound of a band. Red is hotness you get inside when you're embarrassed and want to hide. Firecracker, fire engine, fire flicker red. And when you're angry, red runs through your head. Red is an Indian, a Valentine heart, the trimmings on a circus cart. Red is a lipstick, red is a shout, red is a signal that says, watch out. Red is a great big rubber ball. Red is the giantest color of all. Red is a show-off, no doubt about it. But can you imagine living without it? Alright, so that is the poem by What is Red by Mary O'Neill. Now we are going to look at some images which will help you to understand the poem better. Okay, sekarang kita akan tengok gambar-gambar yang akan bantu kamu faham poem ni dengan lebih baik lagi. Alright, pertama, the first two sentences, red is a sunset, blazing and bright. So these sentences talk about the sun and the sunset and how the red color shows the sun is blazing and bright. Okay, dia nak tunjukkan betapa matahari tu panas dan terang. Okay, so dia pakai warna merah. And then red is a sunburn spot on your nose. Sunburn tu kulit terbakar lah bila kena matahari kan, when you don't wear cream or anything to protect your skin. So red tu ialah sunburn, a spot on your nose. If you can see here, her nose is kind of red in color. Alright, sometimes red is a red, red rose. Kadang merah ni ibarat bunga mawar yang berwarna merah. So this is bunga mawar or a rose. Okay, this part, red squiggles out when you cut your hand. So sesuatu yang berwarna merah keluar bila kamu terlukakan tangan kamu. Okay, kena pisau ke. Okay, so it means the blood that comes out of your finger or your hand when you accidentally cut it. Okay, darah yang keluar. So red is a brick, basically batu-bata berwarna merah. Lepas tu dia cakap yang ni pasal kita punya emosi sikit. Red is hotness you get inside when you're embarrassed and want to hide. So dia cakap red ni rasa panas dekat dalam bila kamu rasa malu dan nak menyorok je rasa dia. So dia tunjuk orang ni muka dia merah. Lepas tu perkataan dekat keliling dia, if you can see the words around this person, it's actually some very negative words. So to show how one is embarrassed and just want to hide from everything or everyone around him or her. Okay, we have this evil, worthless, unworthy, useless. Okay, lepas tu kita ada firecracker, bunga api, fire engine, bomba, fire flicker red, okay, api yang membara merah ni macam ni. And when you're angry, red runs through your head. So dia tunjuk warna merah ni ibarat rasa marah yang ada dalam kepala tu bila kita tengah marah. Nampak warna kepala dia warna merah tu. So she's angry and the color of her head shows it all. Dia sebenarnya tak adalah literally, but sometimes when you're just too angry, this color shows that feeling, that emotion. Okay, red is an Indian. Indian ni ialah satu kaum. It's not in Malaysia, it's in somewhere in America. Okay, red is an Indian. Okay, red Indian itu ialah kaum di Amerika. Kalau macam orang asli lah, tapi Amerika punya. Okay, a Valentine heart, as you all know, Valentine tu macam yang ada apa dia orang sambut hari kekasih tu lah. So a Valentine heart ni hati yang sedang marak bercinta gitu, macam so in love, like that. So nampak tak, glistening dia punya heart. And then the trimmings on the circus card. Okay, circus card tu benda ni lah, apa tu yang macam carousel, kamu tengok dekat apa circus, sarkas. Okay, so these are the trimmings. Okay, nampak trimmings warna merah tu, maybe it symbolizes beauty or entertainment. Okay, and then red is a lipstick. Okay, and then red is a shout, red is a signal that says watch out. So warna merah ni macam kita pakai bila kita nak ambil perhatian orang lah, you know, macam signal ataupun apa tu tepi jalan, signboard tu semua kan. There are some of them with red borders or anything like that. Okay, lepas tu dia cakap red is a great big rubber ball. So maybe it's referring to a basketball. I know the ball is a bit orangey, but perhaps that's just the definition of red. Maybe it's a different tone of red, family, we don't know. Okay, so these images are taken from Google, and if you want to get the link for this page, I'll give it to you in our class, because I'm basically referring to this page as our lesson. Okay, now we are going to go to the themes of this poem. So kita akan tengok tema yang ada dalam poem ni. Okay, yes, this page basically summarizes or simplify the notes for you, but I'll show you a different note after this with a little bit more details on the themes and the story behind the poem itself. Okay, untuk website ni dia macam simple sikit lah penerangan dia tentang poem ni. Nanti kita pergi website lagi satu yang terangkan lagi detail. Okay, so tema dekat sini ada dua. First one is vibrancy of a color. Vibrant ni maksud dia terang, okay, betapa cerah, betapa terangnya warna tu. The poet describes the color of red in various striking ways. Okay, penulis poem ni dia menerangkan warna merah tu dengan pelbagai cara yang menarik. Okay, it allows the readers to see the liveliness of the color and its roles in everyday life. Okay, bila kita baca poem tu, kita dapat tengok macam mana warna tu menggambarkan sesuatu dalam kehidupan kita. Alright. And the second theme is life. The poet celebrates life by pointing out the emotions. Okay, poet ni menunjukkan macam mana warna merah ni menggambarkan perasaan. For example, embarrassed, angry, love. Okay, and then the poet also points out the different thing. Okay, the poet also points out the different things that appear around us that can be related to the color red. Okay, for example, sunset, sunburn, rose blood, brick, firecracker, fire engine, lipstick, and etc. Okay, so selain tu warna merah juga dia gambarkan sebagai benda-benda yang ada di keliling kita yang boleh berwarna merah. Contohnya sunset, sunburn, semua-semua benda ni lah. Ada banyak kan benda dalam poem tu yang berwarna merah. So here are some of the moral values that we can learn from this poem. Ini ialah beberapa pengajaran yang kita boleh belajar daripada poem ni. Number 1, we should stay positive in life. Kita patut sentiasa positif dalam kehidupan kita. Number 2, we should accept that some things in life are positive while some are negative. Okay, kita patut terima sesetengah benda dalam hidup ni baik ataupun positif, dan sesetengah benda negatif, okay, ataupun tak baik. Number 3, we should minimize negative emotions in life. Kita patut kurangkan emosi yang negatif atau emosi yang tak baik dalam hidup kita. And lastly, we should enjoy life as it is colourful. Okay, kita patut nikmati hidup ni kerana ianya penuh dengan warna-warni. Okay, so as written here, I try to make things as simple as I can. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below. We'll get back to you ASAP. Happy learning, happy teaching. Okay, so blog ni memang simple. If you want it, you can always go ahead and view it again after this. Okay, and next, so this is basically the synopsis of the poem, or the review or the preview of the poem. So I'm just going to read it to you. The persona of the poem writes about red color as seen in certain things, natural and man-made. Okay, persona dalam poem ni menceritakan tentang warna merah yang kita boleh lihat pada benda-benda yang semula jadi dan juga benda-benda buatan manusia. The sunset is described as blazing and bright. Okay, matahari yang terbenam tu diceritakan sebagai terang dan panas. The sun can cause a red sunburn on one's nose. Matahari tu boleh menyebabkan sunburn pada hidung seseorang. Red is associated with the feelings of being brave, shy and anger. Macam teacher cakap tadi lah, dia ada terangkan pasal emosi. In entertainment world, the sound of a band and trimming of a circus cart are described as red. Okay, dalam bidang entertainment pula, warna merah ni diceritakan macam the sound of a band. Okay, band tu tahulah kan, macam band kugiran. Okay, and trimming of a circus cart yang teacher tunjuk tadi. And then it may be a colour of show off, but it's hard to imagine living without it. Maybe warna merah ni orang salah anggap macam warna yang terlalu megah ataupun macam berlagak sikit, tapi kita macam tak boleh bayangkan kalau tak ada warna merah in our life, kan? Alright, let's check out the themes here. So tadi kita belajar 2 je tema, sini kita ada 3 or maybe more. Yep, we have 5 here. Okay, so first one is alertness and keen observation of surroundings. The persona could relate his or her surroundings with the color of red and appreciate them. Okay, maksud dia alertness dan keen observation ni bila kita perhatikan sekeliling kita dengan betul-betul, maknanya kita pay attention. Okay, persona ni dia kaitkan diri dia dan sekeliling dia dengan warna merah dan dihargai semua tu. Taking things for granted. Okay, topic related with colour might look petty, but people could never imagine the world with the absence of certain colours in their lives. Okay, taking things for granted ni maksud dia ambil benda secara sambil lewa. Okay, contohnya sajak ni, maybe topik dia warna merah je, nampak macam biasa-biasa, tapi cuba bayangkan bila dalam dunia ni tak ada warna-warna tu. Okay, tiba-tiba lah, takkanlah dari kecil tak ada, bila besar ni pelik pula warna tu tak ada, kan? Okay, next, appreciating similarities among people irrespective of their race and religion. Okay, like colours, people have their own similarities, differences and uniqueness. We have to learn to embrace and appreciate each other. So dalam poem ni juga dia suruh kita appreciate, hargai bersamaan antara orang, tak kiralah bangsa ataupun agama mereka. Macam warna, orang juga ada persamaan mereka sendiri, perbezaan mereka dan keunikan mereka sendiri. Kita kena belajar untuk terima dan hargai satu sama lain. Okay, number 4, realizing that something or a person is indispensable. Okay, like the color of red, every individual or thing is important and we must never downgrade things or people around us. Kita kena hargai sesuatu atau seseorang dalam hidup kita ni memang bernilai. Macam warna merah ataupun setiap individu atau setiap benda itu penting dan kita tak boleh downgrade benda atau orang di keliling kita. Downgrade ni macam merendah-rendahkan. Okay, and lastly, interdependence of nature, people and objects. Okay, sebenarnya kita bergantung antara satu sama lain, dengan kita dengan alam semula jadi, kita dengan orang sekeliling kita dan juga kita dengan apa-apa saja yang berada di sekeliling kita. Okay, in our lives, we always depend on each other. One can never live on his or her own. Maksudnya dia cakap dalam hidup kita ni, kita sentiasa bergantung dengan satu sama lain. Tak ada orang boleh hidup sorang-sorang je dalam dunia ni. Okay, here are some of the moral values that we can learn from this poem. I believe we've covered quite a few of it in our previous blog that I used as my reference, but we can always go ahead and read this first. Okay, we should be alert of our surroundings and what it offers. Kita sepatutnya sentiasa sedar ataupun hargai sekeliling kita dan apa yang dia bagi. We should value nature as a source of our needs. Kita mestilah hargai alam semula jadi sebagai sumber keperluan kita. We should not take for granted what is obvious. Kita kalau benda tu dah biasa kita dapat ke, dah selalu kita tengok, kita tak boleh lah anggap benda tu tak ada apa-apa, kita kena hargai juga. Okay, people may come from different culture backgrounds, but the same thing runs in their blood, in their body blood, that is red. Jika orang ni boleh je asal daripada budaya yang berbeza ataupun apa-apalah background yang berbeza, latar belakang dia, tapi ada satu benda yang sama yang mengalir dalam tubuh badan setiap manusia, iaitu darah yang berwarna merah. We should not be arrogant even if we are important. Kita tak sepatutnya sombong walaupun kita ni orang yang penting. Okay, now let's head to the literary devices. Literary devices ni macam teacher cakap minggu lepas lah, kita ada belajar beberapa kan, which I can't recall, but I'm just going to proceed with this one. Today we have imagery. So imagery ni macam dia pakai gambar lah, untuk gambar pula sesuatu yang dia gambarkan, okay, yang kita boleh bayangkan. Contohnya red is sunset, blazing and bright. So bila dia cakap warna merah ni ibarat matahari yang terbenam, terang benderang, okay? Kita boleh bayangkan macam mana benda tu punya panas, terang dia macam mana. Okay, lepas tu dia pakai ayat ni, red is the giantest. Red tu paling besar, okay? Red ni nak tunjuk betapa banyaknya dia digunakan dan dilihat di mana-mana je, wherever you turn, you will always see red. Kamu akan sentiasa nampak warna merah ni. And then we have symbol. Symbol ni dipakai benda lain untuk menggambarkan benda lain lah. For example, here we have red, things in nature and things people use and human feelings. So dia menggambarkan perkara, benda-benda dalam alam semula jadi, benda-benda yang orang pakai dan juga perasaan manusia. Okay, next we have rhetorical question. Like I've mentioned previously, rhetorical question ni kita tak perlu jawapan pun, but we know what it means. Okay, but we know the answer, we can answer it on our own. But can you imagine living without it? Dalam poem tu dia tak bagi jawapan pun, but of course we can answer it, kan? Personification. Okay, personification, red squiggles out is like someone who is hidden, squeezes out of his hiding place as it flows out when one cuts one's hand. Okay, tadi dia tunjuk macam red squiggles out ni macam darah yang keluar daripada tangan kita bila kita terpotong. So kononnya dia nak cakap lah, warna merah ni macam seseorang yang bersembunyi daripada tempat dia dan tiba-tiba dia keluar when one cuts one's hand. And then red runs through your head personifies the feeling of anger, like a person runs around. Dia red runs through your head ni macam orang yang tengah marah, yang ke hulu hilir dengan perasaan marah dia tu. Okay, next we have repetition. So repetition ialah perkataan yang diulang-ulang. Obviously perkataan yang sangat banyak diulang dalam poem ni ialah red sendiri. Okay, kita ada irony yang cakap benda berbeza. Okay, the color of red is full of contrast and challenging, but it has to be valued as we cannot do without it. Jadi cakap warna merah ni memanglah menyerlah, memanglah mencabar, tapi kalau kita tak hargai, kita tak dapat apa-apa juga. Okay, and then we have metaphor. Metaphor ni dia macam bahasa kiasan lah. Okay, a word or phrase that is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applied. So dia gambarkan sesuatu tu macam ni, tapi tak adalah betul-betul macam tu. Okay, red is hotness you get inside when you're embarrassed and want to hide. When you feel shy, you hope other people would not notice it, but the redness on your face shows it. Okay, tak adalah muka kita jadi merah macam dekat sini ni yang gambar dibagi ni. Itu hanyalah sebagai kiasan. Okay, alliteration. Alliteration ni pengulangan huruf yang sama atau bunyi yang sama dalam satu ayat ataupun dalam perkataan yang dekat-dekat, duduk dekat-dekat ni. Okay, a red rose, a circus cart. Okay, kalau assonance pula bunyi syllables ataupun perkataan yang berdekatan. Okay, contohnya ni, spot on your nose, no doubt about it, living without it. Okay, kalau kamu baca, kamu boleh dengar lah bunyi tu. Okay, alright, but as always, alliteration, assonance jarang sangat orang tanya dalam exam, but you can always go ahead and study a little bit more about it. And that is it for this video. I hope that you did learn quite a great amount of info about what is read by Mary O'Neill, and thank you. Bye bye.